Hello everyone, SumatoSoft here. We're launching a series of videos describing the pre-sales process in our company. In these videos, we're going to demonstrate in full transparency the chain of actions taken by our managers and pre-sales teams, all the way from receiving a new inquiry from a prospecting client and up to signing a contract and kicking off a new project. In general, sales activities in our company can be divided into three major steps: lead management, opportunity management, and account management. Before moving any further, I would like to make you familiar with a few sales-specific terms that will be used in this video. Lead. It is a person or business who shows interest in products or services of our company, which makes them a potential client of our company. Opportunity. It is a qualified prospect who has a high probability of becoming a client of our company. An opportunity represents a potential deal with high chances for closing. Account. It is a current or former client of our company with whom we have a track record of cooperation. Now getting back to the sales process. So step 1 in the sales process is lead management, which includes several activities happening from the moment we receive a new lead and up to the moment this lead is qualified into an opportunity. The next one is opportunity management, which takes place from when we have a new opportunity, a potential deal in other words, in the form of a request for estimation, and up to when we close this deal and kick off a new project. And the final one is account management, which pertains to the post-sales process of continuous project and client support. In this context, every client is professionally called as account. So let's have a closer look at lead management. The stage of the process is primarily managed by a sales manager who reviews all the incoming leads, identifies their needs, and sets apart those with the highest potential of becoming a new client of the company. Just imagine a whale bursting through a concentration of plankton and filtering large amounts of water to remain the krill only. That's kind of what lead management is. The first goal of this stage of the pre-sales process is to identify the needs of a prospecting client and check how they match with the company's portfolio of services. Basically, here we need to understand what solution or what service our client is seeking, and whether we have the expertise and capacity to deliver it. Then, if there is a match, we need to find out how much the client's timeline and cost expectations align with what we can offer, and eventually make a judgment on how high our chances are to win this deal. If the results of such analysis are not optimistic, we inform our clients about that and recommend solutions or service providers that can be a better fit for their needs. On the contrary, if a lead is promising, sales manager moves ahead and collects as much information and details about the project as possible to then pass them on to the pre-sales team for further analysis and estimation. As a result of these activities, we either disqualify a lead or qualify it and upgrade it to the status of opportunity. To measure the results of work at this stage, we'll calculate the number of qualified leads as well as the lead to opportunity conversion rate. These numbers help us assess the quality of incoming leads, as well as the effectiveness of sales managers at the early stages of communication with prospecting clients. We'll review and explain the lead management activities in further detail in our future videos. Please stay tuned. Now let's move on to opportunity management. Once a lead is qualified and promoted to opportunity status, the lead management process halts and the opportunity management begins. At this stage, a sales manager works in close collaboration with a pre-sales team to translate the client's needs into a logical and balanced solution and estimate the costs and timelines for its implementation. If the quote which we prepare is approved by the client, then we shake hands, sign the contract, and kick off the work. To better understand the opportunity management process, imagine yourself working on a project at school or college with your kids. You have to be smart, resourceful, and inventful to come up with a solid and sustainable solution that should be attractive and convincing enough for the judges to give you the main prize. The primary goal of the opportunity management process is to formulate a technical solution based on the client's requirements and come up with a formalized offer. The estimation team, which includes pre-sale coordinator, pre-sale analyst, technical experts, quality assurance experts, designers, and others, analyzes the requirements shared by the sales manager and works in a solution that best fits the client's needs. Sometimes we even come up with several solutions that can be different in terms of the way of the cost of implementation. Based on the results of work of the pre-sale team, a sales manager prepares a proposal and presents it to the client. If our offer is approved by a client, we move on to negotiate the terms of cooperation and sign the contract. At this stage, a sales manager is assisted by the legal team to navigate through various contract terms such as intellectual property rights transfer, non-disclosure, non-compete, and many others, aimed at aligning our and the client's requirements and closing the deal. Once the papers are signed and financial obligations settled, a sales manager organizes a kick-off meeting to introduce the project team to the client. This is the point when the sales process comes to an end and we move on to the post-sales stage of account management. Concerning the metrics to measure the results of the opportunity management process, we'll calculate the total number of won opportunities as well as the opportunity to project conversion rate, which helps us assess the efficiency and productivity of pre-sales teams as well as negotiation skills of sales managers. Please stay tuned for future videos to review each and every step of the opportunity management process in further detail. And finally, account management, which is a post-sales continuous process of managing, nurturing, and mediating relationships with the company's clients. We'll be happy to tell you all about account management in our next videos. And that's it for today. Talk to you soon. Take care.